Okay, this is King David, David Goliath Music, beatclass.com, and this is the how to mix using the FL Studio. We want to now do a mix down, okay? And as you can see on our master mix, we have effects that are already there, right? Let's go ahead and open up that track. All right. Now, what we did, first of all, I had to bring up some of the volume of the theme. So how did I do that? There's several ways to increase your volume. You can increase it through your FX mixer, all right? Or you can go through your channel and bring it up that way. So I maxed it out here, then I brought it up over here. All right, so let's go ahead and play it and see what we got. Then I went to my master. I know we needed a soft clipper because when you look at the whole mix, now that we have everything in place, it is clipping. Now I could solve that by bringing my volume down, right? Okay. Right? Or in addition, I could add my clipper. Now play. Now I got no distortion, and I got much more room to bring my volume up now. Now watch what happens. Perfect. Fruity Notebook, which I really don't use much, and it's not necessary on this mix. It's not really necessary. Peak controller, which is exactly what it says. It keeps it from peaking. And then you can see I adjusted my overall EQ here. I brought up the low shelf EQ, and I brought it up by about 3.6 decibels. All right. In the low band EQ, you can change the frequency here by sliding it over. We're working at about 220 hertz rather, and then you can change the width of the frequency, so you can make it narrow or you can make it broad. So this way you affect a greater amount of frequencies. All right. So I just wanted my overall lows to be higher, raised by 3.6 decibels. That gives me a lot more bottom on my track. And now I can play back. What I did was on your stereo separation here on your master, you can separate the stereo and make it a wider field, so you're listening to a wider stereo field, and you can listen to the difference. Right now I'll go ahead and change it. This is without separation. This is with separation. With stereo separation, you have to be very careful because you can separate it so far that there's no distinction in your sound, and it sounds without your mix doesn't have any power or any punch anymore. because what it's doing is taking your sounds and separating them from one another, so each sound sounds more distinct. So if you have too much reverb, that reverb is going to come out. If you have any flaws in your mix, it's going to show. So you really want to be careful with the stereo separation. You can take it too far. All right, so try and find that right balance. I think that's a good balance where we're at right now. We've got a good mix on this track. It's ready for vocals, and someone to. Now you can actually mix this down. Now, once you mix it down and you get your loop mixed down the way that I have it, now you can start creating your verse, your chorus, and everything, because now everything is balanced, and now all you're doing is sequencing the song, putting it all in order, right? It's got a perfect mix, and then you can go ahead and export to a wave. Export your final mix down to a wave. Or you can use the other method that I use, where you export each part by itself. So you can export just the chorus. Let's say this is the chorus. I can go ahead and export that as a chorus. Now, let's say I want to take out, let's see. And that's my break. Let's say I want to take out those other parts and leave that as my break. Then I can go and export that and label it my break. Then I put it all together in another program like Adobe Audition or Pro Tools or Acid, and lay my song out that way. I like doing it that way, but I also like laying out my songs in Fruity Loops or FL Studio. Depends on how I want to work. But I always do my mix, get a great mix first, and then I lay my song out. All right. There are times when I've done differently. So again, I want you to stay flexible in your thinking. However, if you get a good mix first, then lay your song out, you don't have to spend as much time later on with your mixing. All right. This is your boy King David, David and Goliath Music, beatclass.com. This has been a tutorial about mixing in Fruity Loops or FL Studio. Come check out our site, beatclass.com. One love. We'll see you.